Love, peace, and soul, everyone. This is Empress Gem. How y'all doing? This is going to be a raw and uncut video because I'm feeling the energies of this solar eclipse, y'all. So, be raw. This is a personal reading, though. I'm going to go in on this reading because I feel the energy. This is a personal reading. Your goddess name is Brigid. Okay? Healing. This is you definitely going through some healing, all right? Listen, I pulled up your chart, and right away I was like, I totally understand. You are a total water being, like sun and moon in Cancer, Mercury in Cancer, okay? Aquarius rising. Yeah. So I was like, okay, I see it. And in numerology, you're 4, right? Which is definitely, that number is prone to, getting depressed a lot. For it being a challenge, that's going to be their challenge, is to be able to balance out their emotions, right? So this is why healing is coming out for you, because that's going to be the way for you to balance out yourself, okay? Because you just have to get in tune with who you are. And we're going to look at the messages that your ancestors and your spirit council want to relay to you at this time in order for you to usher in and to facilitate this healing. Okay? Yes. Okay. A lot of new beginnings. Healing came out again. The four of air. Yep. That's definitely healing. Detoxing. Healing in every form. Okay? Healing from stress. Healing from past hurts. Healing your physical, your body. Healing your finances. I feel it's everything. Healing your mind, how you perceive yourself, how you perceive your environment, okay? How you perceive your love, okay? How you perceive your passion, how you perceive, your abundance, how you perceive your family, everything. What? Really? Y'all want to shuffle? What's going on? Yeah, I'm in mine. Big t-shirt, chilling. Hold on. They like, if you don't pull the cards and stop trying to shuffle. Damn you. Shoot, I was comfortable too. Hold on. Yeah, because this, I feel like we all are like in the end parts of a spiritual detox. Sorry. I feel like we are all on the tail end of that. Like when you starting to finally get used to the effects of detoxing. You know what I'm saying? And it's finally starting to slow down. Last one. Last one. Right. Let's see what goes with it. Yep, you have the strength for self-mastery. Yep. Yep. The star healing. The star is healing too. Mm-hmm. Crystal. I think you have to fall back in love with life. Yep. It's the passion that's like lacking. And with this solar eclipse that just happened, I feel like everyone has to get back that passion and that excitement for life again. That youthful, that's what Leo brings in, that youthful energy and inquisitiveness and, carnelian. Yes. Love this stone. Okay, hold on. Oh. Emotional healing. Yep. It's going to take transmutation, though. It's going to take transmutation of past hurts and pains. Shit. The dropsies today. Hold on, let me move up. Focus. Yep, your mental. That's so hard to do. And it's like in this modern world too, it's so hard to take that time out that's needed, okay, for you to really be still and to be quiet sometimes. It really is hard. You know what I'm saying? You got rent to pay, you have this, you have that, you know, whether it's a business, whether it's a job you work, there's always some demands on your time and space and opportunity to be able to really take that time out to heal what's needed for you to get clear. Okay? Forgiveness. Nothing can be gained by holding on to past disappointments. So, so, so true. Let's see what else. Information. You got your crystal. Let's see what this romance is talking about. Well, first off, you got that 5 of fire, competing goals, bothersome details, conflicts with others, and the Knight of Wands. Okay. And I feel like this could be maybe an ex too, that it just continues to be vindictive. That's what I'm feeling like. Or it's like you're being pushed to make a move, to make an action. Like you like, I gotta move. I gotta look for another job. I gotta like there's so many things that you are unhappy with. And you're unhappy with the environment that you're in too. Yeah, that's what I was saying. Like, the people that you're around possibly. Oh, see? Oh, well, talks about reconciliation. Let's see. We'll clarify on that. Especially with Mercury in retrograde, all these past people, people that we got history coming back. Okay? I feel like too, this is like you wanting your freedom too from all of this conflict, from drama or having to negotiate certain things. It's like, why can't the negotiations just go smoothly? Because everyone's emotions is involved in the situation. Everyone, is emotionally invested in this. Okay. And now this is what's going to offset and balance that energy out is the Ace of Earth and the Strength card. Now, this is definitely saying how through self-mastery, right, of you balancing out your fears, your insecurities, all the lower vibrational energies. It's not doing away with them. It's not suffocating them. It's not um, um, ignoring them. It is inspecting them. Really and truly figuring out, well, why do I really do that? Why do I do that? Why do I react like that? Why do I think that when that happens? Why do I feel this way when this happens? And when you do that, you're able to see yourself in a whole different light. Okay, you start to look at yourself from a outside perspective, looking in, and it helps with you gaining perspective on how to heal and how to fix these things about yourself. Okay, because that is what is going to be needed to usher in our abundance. Okay, because there's abundance waiting for you. There's abundance that's there for you. Okay, and it's like, we have to go through challenging our own comfort zones, okay, to be able to bring these things in, right? To be able to figure out and make the right choices. And I feel like too, a lot has to do with, your future business, your future, your future aspirations, right? Now with this 4 air and this King of Wands, right? Like I said, maybe even going into you yourself being a healer as well. Okay. I definitely see that. Yes. Because, oh my God, you can't, wait a minute. You got cancer. Cancer is definitely the healer. Okay. Who's the healer in of the house? The mother. You go to the mother when you're sick. Okay. So This is definitely you being able to start to hone your gifts, hone your craft, and to be able to make it into a business, fulfilling your life purpose by making this into a business for yourself. Okay? But you have to be able to get clear in yourself, in your mind, and to be able to meditate to make the right decision. Okay? Yeah. But it's going to take time. It's going to take time. And this is something that is going to, like I said, make you fall back in love with life again. Because you're going to find yourself in this. You're going to find yourself in digging deep and healing, because you have to heal a part of yourself first and find yourself in order for you to heal other people. That's when your powers come in. Is when you chipped away and a part to yourself and healed certain aspects of yourself and put in that work and that nurturing on yourself. Then you'll be able to help other people to be able to do the same thing. And that emotional satisfaction is bar none. Bar none. Okay? And it helps to keep you humble. It helps to keep you humble because you know that you're not above anybody and not above reproach, because you're constantly working on yourself. You constantly pouring love into yourself, right? Now, let's bring in a little bit of love into this. This is definitely, I don't know if there's a fire sign, but they carry this energy if they're not a fire sign or a Leo. Yeah, definitely see Leo or Sag. Or could be any, or a water sign, right? But it's the energy of it. And it's like, maybe they have plenty of options, okay? And you like, I want something stable. I want something that's reliable. But I don't want you to feel locked down. I want you to be able to want to be committed to me. I want somebody that wants to be committed, not feeling like I'm locking them down or anything like that, you know. And then maybe you guys took a break, took a hiatus, to be able to figure out, what you want. And, maybe they want to come back and bring in and work on it, okay? And heal the dynamics. Or it could be someone new. I don't know. Could be somebody other than that person. It most definitely could be. And this person is more of a water, more have maybe the X is the fire, and maybe this is a friend that is a water sign that, helps you to heal, that, works with you, that, definitely has your best interests at heart, you know. They have a more balanced, more stable type of energy, okay, than this fire sign. Yeah. That was maybe more of a hot-headed energy. They didn't really think before they, speak, or think before they do things. They would just do things, and then it would be causing a problem, you know. Um, yeah. Did I show you the Ace of Water with this? Yeah, I think I did with the 7. Yep, definitely. Pouring attention and love also, like I said, into yourself. Learning about yourself, really and truly. Okay? Because wait a minute, how old are you? Wait a minute. You gotta be, I think you in your 20s, right? Wait a minute. Let me blow my nose right. All right. Listen, honey boo boo cakes. You got a whole life ahead of you. Whole life ahead of you. You are a healer. And I think that you definitely learning to work towards that. Learning to work towards your healing. Yes, look at that, Brigid. I'm looking at, and then the 4 air, the ace of water. Then you got the star. Then you got the 7 of pentacles. Okay, pouring water. Look at that. That's like healing solution. Listen, in the subconscious, you got the knight of water and the star. Okay. Using your compassionate energy to be able, like I said, to heal yourself and others. And it's gonna take balance for you. And this is gonna be so abundant for you because it's gonna bring in, I feel like I said, I feel like a new person romantically in your life. I feel like new friends. It's gonna bring in soul family. Okay. When you finally start that path, okay, really going on your path. And it always happens after maybe something traumatic happening. Okay, you got to look at it like you coming out of the dark night of the soul. And I feel like once you find your formula, it's going to be a wrap. It's going to be a wrap. Yep, it's going to be a wrap. And you're going to take the reins of your life and gain back control of your life and the love for life. In the love section, we got heart to heart conversations, reconciliation, and give your relationship a chance. Okay, so this is, I feel like you being clear on what you want out of a relationship, what you can contribute to a relationship. Um, Again, getting in tune with yourself, getting in tune with all of your fears, your insecurities, or having a heart to heart, or you getting real, self check, getting real with yourself, even writing them down. Okay, right? Doing you, yep. Healing modalities, going through the healing modalities. All right, getting Reiki sessions, everything, you name it, one by one, you will be doing it. And as you do that on yourself, you will find out what is good for you. Finding out, well, I could do Reiki. You know what I'm saying? I didn't know I was so, you know, I didn't know that was one of my superpowers. I didn't know that tapping into other people's energy, sensing where there's clogged energy at. And, when you do that, and that's why it's all part of the journey. And none of the pain couldn't have been skipped because it would have never sparked you, boom, to go on that journey, to go within. Okay? So once you find out the different modalities that help you, you're going to be able to point that out for other people. And that's a wonderful thing. And then that just compounds on your healing even more. Okay? You're like, wow, I didn't know I was like that. I didn't know that, like I said, able to pinpoint. You're going to be able to pinpoint, okay, where healing needs to be done in other people. Then you got this forgiveness card. Nothing can be gained by holding on to past disappointments. And I feel like maybe even disappointments in your childhood, okay, because they look young. So, past disappointments that happened in your childhood, you know, yeah, any traumas that happened, or just, not feeling like, because when you're a child, you feel like you're at the mercy of your parents, especially when you're coming into your teenage years. It's like, well, I'm, coming into myself, I'm getting older, and I feel like I should have more of a say over my life, but I'm living in my parents' house, or, you know, I am at the mercy of the people that take care of me. And you have to be able to forgive that, because it's like they did the best that they could with what they knew how. And you'll realize that when you reach that level, when you're responsible for other people, right? So it's also, forgiving yourself for whatever part that you felt that you played in the hurt. Because sometimes we feel like, well, I let that person into my life when, I should have listened to my intuition and I knew something wasn't right. Okay. And, you have to be able to, say, you know what? I lived and I learned. I lived and I learned, and I have to move on. I cannot continue to hold on to the pain and the hurt and the blame, because it compounds on you not going to be able to use your intuition to discern next time, okay, when people have your best interests at heart, or, when to make the right decision. All right, let's read your crystal. Sorry. Whew. Got a new crystal on the table. And I think that it's supposed to be astrophyllite, right? I was like, oh, that looks like a deep crystal. And it is. It is. But it's giving me a labradorite. I'm looking at it like, did they sell me a labradorite? An unpolished prism of, you can't really see with this lighting, y'all. Like, I'm trying to figure out how to get the lighting so y'all can see. Like, should it be behind it, or wait? Nah, it ain't gonna work. But this right here, this is heavy. All right, and this aligns you with your life purpose. Ah, puppy, your life purpose, right? Your soul's mission, and how to be able to clear things out of your life and to bring in what is needed. Oh, there you go. Look at that magnificence. Oh my Lord, do you see that? Yo, astrophyllite, probably with some labradorite in there. Okay, this will align you. But let's read your carnelian. Creativity. Carnelian protects against glamours, spells, envy, and the evil eye, bringing good fortune to the wearer. It prevents blood from rushing to the head to cause. It prevents blood from rushing to the head to cause precipitate action. You have the ability to remain calm during disputes and the self-control not to follow the crowd. Courage in the face of danger comes from inner strength, okay? Not foolhardiness. Your family means a lot to you. Your sexual drive is strong. Lust or aggression has been a problem in a past life. Directed towards creativity and raising kundalini. Be eloquent, creative, and bold. Do not back down. Trust your intuitive perceptions, okay? Distinction in your career lies ahead. Be a mentor. Alleviate stress. Time to play. You are a tower of strength during sorrow. Stay anchored in the present. Let go of emotional ties or outdated projects holding you back. Beware of a charismatic person. And that could be fire energy, okay, or this night. Okay. Sufficient vitamins and minerals support your metabolism for optimal well-being. Timing: Taurus, Cancer, Leo, Virgo, Scorpio. Expressing soul vitality. Yes, that passion, that vigor for life again. Okay. What else? Arrow for your divination. Focus. Like the many arrows on this card, your mind is flitting in many directions and your thoughts are scattered. However, you are being urged to bring some order into your life and make plans. The only way for you to achieve your dreams is by decluttering all those thoughts well enough to determine what they even are. It's time to become like the one arrow in the center of the card that shoots straight and to the point. You can achieve this by taking time out to decide what your goal is, planning how you can reach it, working out a schedule to stick by, and then focusing. You will find that you become stronger and more grounded as you go straight to what you really want in life. Focus on positivity and you will make your mark. This is the way to good fortune and blessings for the world around you and ultimately yourself. And you, as being a healer, you do not realize that if you don't rise to the occasion and heal yourself, you will not be able to touch how many people's lives that you are meant to help heal. It's not about you. We have to remember we are part of a collective and we have each one of us has a role and each one of us has a duty. So if you don't stand up and you figure, well, it's just me, well, I'll just be good doing this and doing that. I'll be all right. I don't have to have this and have that. Have no dreams. I'm good. No, you don't realize that if you don't rise to the occasion, you don't know how many people's lives you could be saving. Yes. And you don't realize how important you are. You feeling looking at yourself in one way, but not realizing the gifts that you have that someone is going to need one day. You feel like, well, you look at yourself at the point where you are at now and feel like, or look from where you came from and feel like, well, I came from nothing. Like, who am I? Who am I? How? No, that's where you got to change your perception of yourself and your emotional view of yourself because you don't know that one day is meant for you to be the star. Okay? And lighting the beacon and being a beacon of light for other people. My mind is like an arrow in flight. It's focused sharp so that I might hit the mark and reach my goal to free my dreams and feed my soul. Start to prioritize. Make a list of what's important in your life. Walk away from anything that takes you away from your main focus. Be straight and to the point. Detox your mind through positive thinking. Practice meditation. Told you. Meditation may provide answers. That's what it says here. Okay? Yep. And okay, since the time of the Chaldeans, arrows have been used for divination purposes. The king of Babylon would stop at the fork on a road and seek an omen by firing arrows engraved with written messages. The one that traveled the furthest would have the answer. The Native Americans believed that you should speak like an arrow, direct and focused. Okay? Now, let's read Brigid. Let's read Brigid. That healing. Let's see. There we go. Your time of healing is here. Past hurts will recede. Be inspired to create. Okay? This in itself is healing. It is your birthright to create. When the Irish goddess Brigid stepped forth on earth, a flame appeared above her head, roaring upward, connecting her to the heavenly place from which she sprang. Hold on, this is deep. Hold on, I gotta blow my nose. All right, you ready? This burning fire, full of primal creativity and healing, has been Brigid's gift to her followers for millennia. Brigid was the daughter of the Dagda, a father figure god in Irish mythology, and one of the poets of the Tatha de Danann. She is known by many names, including Bride and Bryant. Much loved and actively worshipped, she is the patron goddess of creativity and of healing. Artists of all kinds, writers, musicians, bards, scholars, and of course, healers have called upon her. The spring festival of Imbolc, which is still celebrated by pagans today, is sacred to Brigid. Herbs necessary for healing are gathered and harvested during this time and ritually blessed in her name. Many celebrations are held around her healing wells and spring, her healing wells and springs. And you see them crystals is coming out that pot. Hold on, girl. You see them crystals, okay? This is okay. You knowing what you're doing. Like, okay, let me put these crystals in here, water it like this, put these herbs here like this, okay? In order for healing, for detoxing, finding out the formula. That's the whole key. Okay. Many writers, filmmakers, farmers, and healers ask for inspiration and healing energy from Brigid. The goddess is still a very popular deity throughout the world. Through her later appropriation by the Christians, she is known as Saint Brigid, a saintly saint of Ireland. Her current sanctuary, situated in Kildare, contains a sacred flame. Brigid appears in your life to heal you, often by inspiring you. Her energy is powerful and effective. She encourages the full expression of appropriate emotion and the creative spirit. It is said that no one who offers trust to Brigid is disappointed, and she always compassionately does her best to assist. Okay? Bridget's presence will help any creative projects or emotional journeys or discussions. She is a wonderful goddess to call upon when you need to bust out of a rut and get excited about life again. But I tell you, listen, hold on. Shadow side. When Bridget's son was killed in battle, her grief grew into dark hatred. However, she overcame this hatred by expressing her grief, transmuted it. I don't know if you can see, but she is crying. Okay? Using that pain to become, listen, using that pain. She wailed and cried so loudly and with such emotion that it is said she healed herself and inspired unity in the Irish tribes. When you feel that a dark emotion such as hatred or jealousy is building inside you, remember that Brigid did not let it control her life. She grieved appropriately and was able to move on. Symbols: cow, fire, spring, dew, flowers, milk, forged metal, poetry. And then look at the flame right here. Look at the flame. Wow. Invocation. Okay, of course, get your candle magic. All right. Hold on. Okay, and you have a little bit of all elements up here. So I would say make sure your altar is lit, right? You have your candle. You have your crystal, right? See, you have your candle. You have your crystals. You have your water. okay, or your libration or your liquid spirit, okay, and you have your incense, all right, representation of all elements, right, and hey, do an invocation of Brigid. Great bride, great Brigid, I call but a few of your names. Beloved of the artists, the blacksmiths, the bards, the scholars, I ask that your sacred fires heal me inside and out. Brigid, you heal through the power of the lands and from the energy of fire. I ask for growth and for healing to begin. I thank you, Brigid, knowing that you will be lighting my way and that profound healing or inspiration has begun. I take your blessings with me. Straight up.